major reform for the LAPD, where every single officer is now outfitted with a body cam. But will it keep cops in check? ABC's Matt Gutman is with them on the ground.
The LAPD giving chase, careening around a corner. We're with them.
Put your hands up. Turn your back towards me. There you go. Go ahead and get on your knees. Put your hands on top of your head. Go ahead and lay down on your stomach.
For officers Paris Archundia and Matt Splenka, nights like this are routine. Get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. But the images you're seeing are not.
Thought you had a gun?
Over the past month, the LAPD, which earned infamy with the Rodney King video, becoming by far the largest police department in the nation to deploy body cameras on all its patrol officers, 7,000 of them.
So do you think this will change the LAPD in any discernible way?
I think it'll change all law enforcement. First of all, you know, the LAPD is the biggest agency that's doing this, but it won't be long before all cops will do this. You know, this is going to become a common piece of equipment for law enforcement, and really the question will be not if you have them, is why don't you have them?
Over the past few years, body cameras have become a hot-button issue nationwide, thanks in part to videos like these. This reserve deputy allegedly mistaking his gun for his taser in Oklahoma City
I'm sorry.
with fatal results. The reserve deputy is now facing second-degree manslaughter charges. He says it was all a terrible accident. But perhaps the most publicized example, an officer for the University of Cincinnati shooting to death Samuel DuBose during a traffic stop. The video revealing what the prosecutor called
the most asinine act I've ever seen a police officer make.
Officer Ray Tensing told other officers right after the incident he needed to protect himself.
Oh, I thought he was going to run me over. He was dragging me. Yeah, he took off on me. My hand was caught inside. I missed his tires, luckily, but I was just getting dragged by him.
Tires? The video seems to show a different story. Investigators concluded he was never dragged and never in danger. Tensing was fired from the department and charged with murder. Despite these examples, advocates say the cameras have probably absolved more cops than they have condemned.
I think it shows that we believe in what we do enough to put it on film.
And this allows that to happen.
This is a camera. You can tell by this blinking light that the camera's on.
Which is why the LAPD is giving us an exclusive look at their new gear, the taser-made Axon. The #1 seller of body cameras, Taser has seen sales surge more than 154% in just a year. More than 53,000 of these cameras are being buckled into police utility belts across the country. Still, that's less than one Axon camera per 10 cops in the U.S. We spent 2 days and nights with the LAPD doing as they do.
All units code 4.
Filming every interaction with the public.
You guys work here? No, sir.
Around midnight, Archundia spots something in the inky darkness. He guns the engine in pursuit of a suspected local gang member.
So you had a gun? Yeah.
There's a scramble in the alleyways to find him. Until now, their dash cams would have only captured the car chase. Those new cameras now capturing the foot pursuit, the stop, and the frisk. Close quarters contact that is so often the source of complaints about excessive force. This young man knows what's coming. Earlier this year, the officers say he was charged with grand theft auto and the possession of a firearm. He doesn't pay us much attention.
What does the tattoo in the back of your neck say?
Darlene.
Darlene?
While he's cuffed, Archundia searches around to see if a gun was ditched.
Should be right here.
Archundia and Spolenka, both of whom have significant others waiting for them at home, do the toughest shifts in one of the nation's toughest beats. The Mission Division, a.k.a. Gangland L.A. and Skid Row.
Right there, right there.
Made famous by the movie End of Watch.
Ready? Go, split.
Like those cops, a decade of experience has honed an almost feral instinct about criminal activity and protecting themselves. They wear the cameras on their hips, near their guns.
My personal preference for being on the belt, I want the video to catch suspects' hands. And not only that, but if we get into that situation where we are in a shooting, I don't want my hands blocking the suspect.
The camera would be here and your hands would be blocking
so
it.
how you're wearing it, your hands would be blocking the suspect.
Another tool, is it something that's helpful for you?
It's only been a week for us down here, so it's too early to tell.
The video captures very little, mostly blackness as we race on a code 3.
Yeah.
To what they know will be a prank call. And it jangles as we clamber up to a flop house, knowing the officers will soon turn back around.
You want to get on your knees?
They worry that with police officers feeling under increased threat when the real thing happens and their life is on the line, that the camera will be a potentially dangerous or deadly distraction.
What if there's a shooting, an active shooter right in front of me, and I'm thinking about this instead of my gun? That's the only issue I have right now with this.
Another concern, it might not always give a complete picture.
And in some ways, that makes this product also very incomplete.
Yeah.
It gives you only that one snippet of time.
It's one piece of the puzzle. And it's a big piece. And in some cases, it's going to be a huge piece. In other cases, it's going to be a smaller piece. It totally depends on when it's activated, what the angle is, where the individual is standing.
The LAPD believes the cameras could protect its officers in the field and in court. And a couple of days before we interviewed Chief Beck, we embedded with another unit that shot a man believed to be armed.
Are you going to let the public see that? Will we be able to see that?
If presented in court, it becomes part of the public domain.
That means the public and the media will have to wait. It's end of watch. Archundia and Spolenka dock their cameras. Grateful, a relatively uneventful night means they won't have any video to review. For Nightline, I'm Matt Gutman in Los Angeles.